Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Dezign Diva, Karen Booker.
They too like dog. Animals they in human form. Body man nobody like walk, but you must hustle if you want job. You no finish them won't fight us. If them they run them no fit catch up. I know they form say I too righteous. No con they form say you too like us. You no get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Got my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Could they down my fantasy? They want to check if my tap be no rush. But it rush for a while, it be much. Now gonna make my tap be the rush. The kind of money we touch. Yeah, it rush for a while, it be much. No be hype, everybody they rush. There's no darling we touch. For me, Jack Panta, I dey go Ghana. You never thought you dey from Papa. Which kind of money we never see before? Cause hello me, come me feeling I'm the one a day. I never take my cake away a day. You can't count my grace. I just did my lane. You know get the time for the hate and the bad energy. Come my mind on my money. Make you dance like broccoli. Steady green like broccoli. Steady on my grind, oh yeah, what they want telling me. Could be down my fantasy. They want to check if my tap be no rush. But it rush.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Dezign Diva, Karen Booker.
Here we go.
Well, hello to you and you too. What's going on? It is Saturday, June 6th. We are at the half-year mark. Have you done anything worthwhile? Have you done anything that you could say, you know what, I did this? So guess what? You have another 6 months. You do. You absolutely do. So you know where you are, right? You are in the Dezign studio with me, your girl, Karen Dezign Diva Booker. Yes, the Dezign Diva. And we are in the Dezign studio. It's all about design. And you know what? It's not just about design of your clothing or design of your homes. It's design of your life. So everybody out there listening to us on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7 and 90.9, welcome to you. And thank you so very much for sticking and staying with us because you are our day ones. And everybody on the YouTube, I can see you there. David is here. Annie is here. SH is here. Hello to you and welcome back. And if you want to know what the handle is, it is Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. You're going to go over to the Google Play Store. You're going to download. You're going to subscribe. You're going to smash that notification button so that every time we're on, you know it is just like that. So welcome everybody to the show. So, we're not, we're still, your go-to for all things interior design. But you know what? We have kicked it up a notch because, as you know, we have to continue to elevate. Elevate is what we do here. We're disruptive and we're bold. We don't just stay so all the time. So alongside transforming your living spaces and creating beautiful and functional homes, we're bringing you fresh lifestyle segments to inspire every aspect of your life. So whether it's home decor, wellness, or the latest trends, you've come to the right place on a Saturday between 1 and 3 o'clock on Nationwide 90 FM. Yes. So June is Men's Mental Health Month. Did you know that? Yes, we have to check in on our men. We have to encourage them. Let me just tell you something. We have to make sure that they have open and honest conversations. So really and truly, we have to protect the men. I believe that them did raise wrong. They were raised to not show emotions, not to cry, not to say that, if you're a bally man, we have to go deal with that too. But men have been traditionally raised to be, yes, they provided to protect us. So therefore, their emotions don't really matter. You need to check that at the door, because we need to see a weakness. But it's not weakness, ladies and gentlemen. Boys and girls, kids in the class. It's not weakness. What it is making sure that you provide them with a safe space so that they can be vulnerable. And we're going to get into that this month because, we believe every month is a good month to support mental wellness. Yes, we do. So, grab a cup of tea, sit back. And if you don't want tea, drink water. But no, we don't want you to drink no spirits in the day. After 8 o'clock is when you can't hit that, right? So let's design a life of and a space that you love right here on the Dezign Studio. So I want you again, come on over to the YouTube Live, click the link in our chat. Give us the feedback on the show. Where is the YouTube Live? Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. Join the family over there. Class is in session. We're all here. Erica Bennett, hello. I can see you. Hello. Coming up in the show this week, cleaning and organizing. How to declutter one room at a time. It's a battle that I will not give up because I can see that there is some changes, but we have so much more work to do. Let me just tell you something. I have a lot of work to do. It's hard doing God's work. Yes. All right. So in Design Lab, we are good. Summer start. Your kids are home. We need to find them something to do. So So with the help of BH Paints and some plastic bottles, we are going to craft together a great little DIY project. What we can do is coming up, and yes, that is when I put on my cape and I transform and I kind of solve all of your design challenges. Yes. So you're going to send all of your design questions to 876-280-6629. And in interior design now, we are going to be talking about the mid-year trending colors. Yes, so you still have time. In case you never paint up for Christmas, you can paint up now because it's summertime. And you want a little mid-year refresh, right? Home tour, what's all a buzz right now. St. Thomas is live and buzzing and hopping and popping. So we're going to go over to Suncoast and we're going to show you that Suncoast Beach Club over there. And in Thrive 360, which is your path to personal growth. And that is always a half-hour interview with the most interesting people on the planet, the most innovative, the most creative people, people who, may I tell you, said them worth every ounce of them flesh in our platinum, gold, and diamonds. So this week we have Dr. Altricia Foster, who is, of course, a champion on certain issues like daddies and daddy issues with little girls, including myself. So I want to hear exactly what she have in store for us. So stay tuned now. Stay tuned. We're going to pause for the cause. We're going to come back. And when we come back, we're going to be talking about cleaning and organizing one room at a time.
Who shops at Creative Building Finishes? You, the homeowner who creates luxurious spaces with our floor and wall tiles. The contractor and builder who are convinced that our ceramic tiles are right for the job. The architect and designer who make dreams come true with our wood look and porcelain tiles. Superior customer service, knowledgeable staff, inviting showroom, and you get where this is going, right? Shop 5 Red Hills Road or call 876-929-5553. Get tiles, get Creative Building Finishes.
Outperform, outlast, we top performance, Jackama, reliable, full stop, not come. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, free parts and free repairs. Free parts, free repairs. In 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61124. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
You better stop, drop, and listen up.
For all your fire loss prevention and industrial safety needs, go to National Safety Limited. They design, install, supply, and service fire alarm and suppression systems and fire extinguishers.
They also sell PPEs, that's personal protective equipment to keep you safe on the job. Plus, they're your source for Timberland safety shoes.
Visit their website at nationalsafety.com.jm and follow them on social at National Safety Limited to find out more.
National Safety Limited. Your safety is our concern.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paint's 100% acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit the BH Paints Color Center today.
Make me sweat, make me harder, make me lose my breath, make me water, make me sweat.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Dezign Diva, Karen Booker.
Normally, I could keep my cool, but tonight I'm white. I'ma be in a dangerous mood. Can you match my timing? Telling me that you're ready for it, what you're hiding. Talk is cheap, so show me that you understand I like it. Can you blow my mind? Set up my whole body. If I give you my time.
You know, one of the things that I look forward most on a Saturdays is to listen to the stylings of David. David, give yourself a round of applause, please, for keeping the tempo on the show so wonderful. No, man, louder than that one. All right, cool. I mean, David just brings us, it's a certain grown folks vibe that happens over here on a Saturday from 1 to 3, and the music is just, it's mellow, it's nice, it just puts you in a thing. Yeah, and of course Dezign Diva is here, of course. So SH says it is after 8 o'clock where she is. Yes, so because we're going international, right? It's not just Jamaicans listen to us, so everybody listen to us. Yes, because where we are, nationwide 90 FM. Yes, and you also need to join the live. So guess what now? Cleaning and organizing. We're going to give you the tools again to clean your spaces or organize your spaces one room at a time. Understand? Okay. So you're gonna you're gonna choose your starting point. All right. And what is your starting point? You will ask me. The room that causes you the most stress. You know, in my world, we say eat the frog first, and you know what that means, right? Yeah. That really, really means for you to do the most challenging part first. Yes, that's what you do. So you're going to choose the room that give you the most stress, the most angst, the nastiest room. It's not nasty, but the most disorganized room, and the room that you usually just pass. You understand? Okay. Also, you choose a room that, is used most as well, because it's two schools of thought. Either you pick the room that is used most so that you have to keep going in there over and over, so it has to be organized, or you can choose the room that you're like, you know what, this room, no. And areas that we don't want to face, and that is face in your life as well as, relationships or whatever. Those are the things that cause us a lot of disruption in our space, right? Okay. Or two, you can do the lazy one and then just choose the one that is easiest for a quick win. No, I'm not mad at that one either, You know why? Because it gives you instant gratification. And exactly, so if nothing really wrong with that room, you're on to like a great start. You make the bed, you dust a little bit, and you look at it and it's like, yeah. So it encourages you to tackle the big boys. So, number 2 now, set a timer, and that is optional, right? Me, for one, set a timer with half hour. Baby steps, especially if it's something that you don't want to do. Cool? Baby steps. So set it for half hour. After the half hour is done, that's it. Right? And you keep going. All right. If you're on a roll, which you will be, right? Because after 10 minutes and you're really achieving, you know what you can do? Reset the timer for another 45 minutes now. And then you will a dent in whatever it is you're doing. All right, here we go. You're going to gather your supplies. Gather all of your supplies, man. Trash bags for garbage, boxes, bins, label them, keep, donate, sell, relocate. Right? Then you're cleaning supplies because you can't be taking up all of these things and don't clean. You have to clean, you know? You can even enlist help. Now remember, it's summertime. The kids are home. Put them to work. You have some laborers in your house. Most homes come with laborers and them free and them cheap. All you have to do is feed them. All right, cool. Now, you're going to declutter by category within the room. What do I mean by that? Instead of tackling everything at once, break it down. Right? So in your bedroom, your clothes, your shoes, the nightstand, under the bed, and the dresser. No, the under the bed situation. I hope that there are no adults, self-respecting adults here who have under the bed issues. Seriously, under the bed issues is for teenagers. When them hiding stuff or them, we talk about mental health all the time. There are teens out there who hide food, and we're going to get into that at some point. And it is not something that we take lightly over here. But moving right along. If it is now that we have shoes under the bed, clothes under the bed, food under the bed, things under the bed, no. No. You cannot be saying that you listen to me every Saturday and still doing them kind of nonsense here, right? So, in the bedroom, you're going to tackle your clothes, your shoes, the nightstand. And the nightstand, people, a nightstand is a space that should give you peace and comfort at night. Your nightstand should not have a whole bunch of things on the nightstand. You know what needs to be on the nightstand? A lamp, your favorite book, a journal, and a pen. Your phone should be somewhere else in the room. Yes, because the phone is disruptive. And as soon as it rings, you're compelled. As soon as you hear a ping, you're compelled. It disturbs your peace, right? So phone on the other side. As a matter of fact, if you have people who are, can't wake up in the morning time, you know what they can do? Set that alarm somewhere else where they have to get up out of bed to get the phone to turn off the alarm. It sets movement. You understand? So, all right. So the kitchen now. The pantry. Lord. Your utensils, the dishes, the fridge, the junk drawer. As a matter of fact, you know what I would do with the junk drawer? Just take it out. Take it off the rollers, the casters, and just dust out. Shoot, turn it upside down, everything in the garbage. The junk drawer is, you don't need nothing in there. You do not need anything in that junk drawer. Just throw everything. Yeah, just throw it away. Because it will give you so much peace of mind. Every little label, every little instruction, the instructions are there from the appliances that done broke 3 years ago, but you still have the instructions in that drawer. Yeah, the pens that you have in that drawer, them don't dry up long time. The elastic bands, them turn, them now have no more elastic in there. Yes, just throw everything in that drop drawer, right? Okay, your living room now, your books, your decor, your toys, your electronics. If you still have DVDs, kudos to you. But they are all over the place. The books. Yes, tidy up the books now, man. Tidy them up and read them every now and again. The decor, less is more. The toys, your electronics. Make sure, you see, with the toys, you're supposed to have, let me tell you, you have some whole heap of haberdashers out there. They have storage like you would not believe. They have all of these containers. Use them. Yeah. So, you're going to ask yourself these questions. You're going to love me. You're going to thank me later. Have I used this in the past year? If your answer is no, toss. Do I really need this? Do I really love it? And I have been, a victim of this one. Do I really love it? And I force myself to love the shirt when I know I don't like. But it looks so nice in the store. And I'm like, and I bought it and it's like, do I really love it? No, you don't love it? Get rid of it. And get rid of it doesn't necessarily mean put in the garbage. It could be donating it. Yeah. Or you just get rid of it. Right? But get rid of it means that you don't have it anymore and you're not going to relocate it and put it to the back of the closet. Because, my darlings, either you have put on weight, one, or you have outgrown it. Outgrown it doesn't mean size. You have grown in maturity. So if you're 50-something, then you can't be wearing something that is been in your closet for 30 years. You know what I'm saying? 50-year-old fashion and 20-year-old fashion is two different things. 30-year-old fashion and 60-year-old fashion, two different things. You understand what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So that's what I mean. Like, sometimes you said that your clothes too young for you. Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. Mm-hmm. Is it broken, expired, or missing pieces? Big pet peeve. Broken, you're not supposed to have nothing broken in your house. That is broken spirit. Yeah, a spirit of brokenness. No, anything in at your house must work. Mm-hmm. Is it expired? Gots to go. Missing pieces? Gots to go. What are you having all these things just looking at and so on? And what is it doing? It's giving you memories of old or some kind of nostalgia. But the fact that it is broken means it has no place in your space. Get that? You see how I rhymed that right there? It's so good. Would I buy this again? That's a big picture. Big question. Sorry. Would I buy this again? This is something that I have right here. So would I buy it again? 50% of the time you're going to say, no, I wouldn't. You see, all of this fast fashion and fast housewares these days, and half of it, when you answer that question, it will be no. Okay? All right. What about the clutter now? You're going to remove that immediately. All clutter gone. And when I'll tell you see, when you're organizing, you must always have a large garbage bag. Not a small, not a medium, a large one of good quality for all the things now that you are going to be, getting rid of to invest in your what? Mental health. There you go. Take out the trash immediately and donation items as soon as you're done with the room. As soon as you finish with the room, you go donate them and you get rid of them. You know why? Because you will be tempted to go back in those bags. Yeah. Don't let them sit around. So that is going to be part of the plan because without planning you shall fail, right? So the thing is, when you know that today is cleaning and organizing day, you're going to say to yourself, all right, after I am done cleaning, these bags will go in the car and I will transport them to Salvation Army or the pickup point or whatever it is. You understand what I'm saying? Yes. There you go. All right. Remember I say we have to clean. Right? So you got to clean as you go. You're going to wipe down your surfaces. You're going to vacuum. You're going to sweep each area once it's cleared. A clean space reinforces the decluttering effort. So after you clean out the things, you can't just make it stay there like that. That's why you have to do it small bites at a time. You understand? So because you want to feel good. Yes? Cleanliness is godliness, don't it? So once you start to declutter and you start to get rid of things, you know what's going to happen? You're going to see a whole heap of space. The space will open up. Now, the thing is don't go back there and put more things there. You're going to clean it first, right? So in order for you remember planning, what you have to do, you're going to clean and organize today. We're not just saying organize. You're going to clean and organize. You're going to have to get your garbage bags. You're going to have to get your Windex. You're going to have to get your cleaning supplies. All them something there, you put it so therefore it's right at arm's length and you get it done. Right? You're going to organize what you're keeping. You're going to group similar items. You're going to use bins, labels, drawer organizers. Make sure that the space is functional and easy to maintain. You have to do that. If you do not have a plan with organization which involves labeling, right, and organizers in the drawers is going to go back to square one immediately because your habit has not formed. It takes 21 days to form a habit, right? So this is baby steps. It took years for your place to stay so. It's going to take a while for it to reverse, turn around and wheel and come again. You understand? So you're going to do this formula. You're going to repeat it room by room by room. Yes, and it just said cleanliness is next to godliness. Exactly. Choose your room first. All right. Then you're going to maintain that habit. Remember I said 21 days forms a habit. You're going to set and this is how you do it. It's all well and good for us to sit here and say, this is what you do, this is what you do. But we need to give you the steps to how to get there so you don't feel badly along the way when you are changing your whole mindset. It's a whole reset, right? You're going to set a 10-minute daily or weekly reset routine for each room to avoid the build-up again. Hope that helps. Stick and stay. We'll be right back.
You're in the Dezign Studio.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT. Drop your entry in the box and you could win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels Tour promotion. April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Redstone, Heineken, True Milk, Grace, Walker's Wood, Downing, CPJ Daiquiri, and Carryburst. Choose Concentrate. Only at Megamart. Locations island-wide. Megamart. Best value by far.
Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UDC for you.
Everything loud and wicked every Saturday 3 to 5 p.m. with Outside with Pepita. Loan vibes, loan laughs, and loan entertainment. Come on the road with we. Cause when we say Outside with Pepita, we're there all over Jamaica. Anyway, check them out. We're there. We're in on the business. Stay tuned in for prizes, surprises, giveaways, guest artists, and enough more. But hold on there. We forget to big up my DJ. DJ Jerome the Shell Boss, I'm gonna make it bust to pew pew with the maddest, baddest, and latest tune. So look out for Outside with Pepita. We might be coming to a town near you. You heard it here first. Outside with Pepita, Saturdays 3 to 5 p.m. on Nationwide 90 FM. The new revolution in media. Jamaica, lock it in and don't miss a thing.
Come into the parlor, there's a welcome there for you.
Welcome to the Mayor's Parlor with Desmond McKenzie.
From 1 to 6 p.m. every Sunday, you'll now get more of your favorite vintage music.
Put your head on my shoulder.
Nationwide 90 FM will transform your Sunday into a musical time machine that will take you way back.
Come on, let's go back in time.
This magic moment.
Journey into yesteryear with Desmond McKenzie in the Mayor's Parlor.
I've got the music to jog your memory and make you smile.
Put your sweet lips a little closer to the phone.
Sit back, relax, and enjoy the best in vintage music.
Come into the Mayor's Parlor every Sunday between 1 and 6 p.m. Here on Nationwide 90 FM, a revolution in media.
Those oldies but goodies reminds me of you.
This is to advise that on Sunday, June 8, 2025, the Mayor's Parlor will begin at 12:30 p.m. We do apologize for any inconvenience caused.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Design Lab Home Decor Tips and Design Trends is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
I wake up to 5 for my eyes. Fear in my mind is a warning. Pray to the one you're relying. I've been wandering all day. I tried to be fine, but I can't be. The noise in my mind wouldn't leave me. I tried to get by, but I'm burning. I'm behind my mind, it runs. All these thoughts have troubled me. Starting to give up, I've
and we are back, and you're tuning in to Nationwide 90 FM. You're in the Dezign studio with me, Karen, your girl. Yeah, from 1 to 3 every Saturday. Yes. So everybody tuning in right now, because once you touched Nationwide 90 FM, you don't really move your dial. It just stays there, So whether you're listening to us on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, thank you so very much for just locking in and sticking and staying with us, because gone are the days when you say, oh, there's nothing interesting on Saturday. Oh, you mean you have Talk Up Youth, you have me, you have Pepita coming up. Exactly. So there's no reason for you to say, okay, just switch the dial now to somebody else, because no. Lock in. And you people over there, my friends, my family, my people on our Nationwide 90 FM Live 2 YouTube. How you doing over there? I just want you to do something for me very quickly. Please like up the live and share the show and tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to come on over to our Google Play Store. Subscribe. Yes. What you going to subscribe to? Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. So we're now in Dezign Lab. And let me just tell you something now. I told you already, Summertime now. We have the little young'uns, the little rugrats, the littles. They are home. Yes. So we have to put them to work. We have to make sure that they have a wonderful summer. They must learn to cook. They must learn to sew. They must learn to clean. They must learn. At the beginning of each summer, you have to set a goal. What it is that these children are going, and of course, I'm not even going to say read a book, because that is just elementary. That is just something that they have to do. You understand what I'm saying? So here's the thing. We have a nice little project right now. You're going to say, what? We have elevated water bottles. Thank you to BH Paint. Let me tell you something about BH Paint. The paint is just so absolutely versatile. And every time you finish painting, because we love the colors and all of these things, keep it. You're going to keep it in a cool, dry place. You're going to make sure that you don't put any dirty paint brushes in there or anything, because, paint does, it poils sometimes, Yes, paint can poil. Right. And then now we can use them for DIY projects. Exactly. Because, Karen going to come with you every week. So I'm going to show you on the thing now. YouTube, you're gonna be in for a treat, but I will do my best to narrate for everybody who's riding around in Radioland. And after you get to park somewhere, then you can go back to the show. You can watch it, and you know what you're going to do? Like up the live and share it. Please, may I beg you? Thank you. All right. So here's the thing now. We have planters made of water bottles. YouTube, everybody, make a round of applause, please, with this, because I've never. It's so. I mean, I like it. And this is things that let me tell you, you're helping out the environment. You are helping out the environment. So 2 things you're doing. You are recycling by using water bottles. 1, 2. You are using up the paint that you already have. Yes. And 3, you're using up the laborers in your house. So therefore, instead of being on a device, they are actively involved in doing something that can beautify your home. Talk about paying it forward. So the first thing that you're going to do, of course, is you get you a water bottle. You understand what I'm saying? Is the water bottle drop? It's the second time it dropped from me today. It's the second time it dropped, and it dropped in a space where I can't even hop on the table and go get it now. But hey, here we go. So on the screen right now, you will see water bottles that are cut in 2. Right? You, of course, 2, so you have 1/2. So you have the bottom half actually looks like a cup. The top half is where you have the lid, right? There you go. So the top half now is what you're going to use on with your DIY project. David just came in here and rescued me. He did. He got it. I'm like, and you didn't even know. Let me just say, he came in, him split the skin, make you see the thing, and come in here and give me the water bottle. So if you are on YouTube, you'll see exactly what I have in my hand. It is the unpainted version of what you see on the screen, right? It is completely transparent. You can see through it. It's a water bottle. You understand? Yeah. All right, cool. So the half that I have in my hand is the one that you have the little spout in. Let me just tell you something. All you're going to need for this, BH paint, of course. What you call it? No, a paintbrush, scissors, and something to open a can of paint. You understand? So you have two options now. You could either paint inside, right, inside of the water bottle. Right, and what that will do, it will give you a sheen, as if to say, it's by your bag, something exactly. No, and protect your paint from the weather. Exactly. So you can paint it on the inside, and when you paint it on the inside, it's nice. And then or you can paint it on the outside. The thing is, if you paint it on the inside first, you won't be able to do the little drawings of the little flowers and the little pretty, but it will be a solid color, beautiful just the same. If you paint it on the outside, what I would suggest is you get some polyurethane or some sealer. You know what I'm saying? And BH sells that too, by the way, and as a spray, and you can just spray it, and that will seal it, lock it in, and all of these things. Now, all you have to do now, is you paint up the thing. Yeah, you paint up the thing, right? And then you put some dirt in there. That's it. And you water it afterwards. Now, if you want to hang them, all you have to do is to get some heat, like, with a fork and so, and then you put all of the holes in, and then you get some twine and you hang it. You understand? Now, here's the thing. When it comes to the lid, right, you just have to put a hole in the lid. What we're looking at now is using it as a planter, right? And what we've done is close up. Can we start it again so I can? Yeah, start it again. Okay. All right, so I can walk you through. All right, so here it is. You have a water bottle. You're going to score the water bottle first, right? You'll use a marker, like a Sharpie, permanent marker, right? And then you're going to go around. It's very, 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 very easy because, these water bottles already have some patterns in there. You can follow it. Then you can either use scissors, yes, or a utility knife, and then you go around and you just cut it. That way, yeah, nice. Then you have two halves. Cool? All right. Now, what we're seeing here, I have two tops and one bottom. Okay. And then I have a PVC pipe. All right. PVC pipe. Don't them something in my house. Or you can just go to one of the hardware stores and beg one, because them have them. Or you can just buy one for $200. If so much. You understand? Then you are going to take your drill, and if you're a power tool girl, all power to you. There you go. Then you're gonna drill some holes in the top, right? Now you are going to who don't have cement at them yard? Who don't have cement at them house? You have cement at your house, right? You do. You have some cement. Okay, here you go. So you get some cement, you mix it up and so on. You put the cement now into the base of the water bottle, and you're going to be using a 2-liter water bottle, right? And you're going to make that stay. You're gonna plant the PVC pipe into the base. Cool. Then when it dries, you are going to spray the base with paint. Or if you don't have a spray paint, then what you can do is just paint the thing, right? You're going to take the top now. You're going to spray those as well in beautiful colors that you love. Of course, it's all about the beautiful colors. Then now you are going to take the two tops and you're going to put them down, one on top of the other, on that PVC pipe. Yes, I'm telling you. Then now you're going to take your drill and you're going to drill again holes in the tops of where the top of the bottle is, where it meets the PVC pipe. Get it? You're with me so far, right? Remember, and then now you're going to secure it by using what? Screws, little bit of screws and things. Now here is the pièce de résistance. You're going to take now your same drill. And let me just tell you something. Ladies, do not be afraid of power tools. Don't be afraid of power tools. They're so easy to use and they're liberating and instant gratification, and you feel so good. So you're going to put two holes now in the top of the PVC pipe. You're going to put a zip tie, or what we call tie strap, in there. So you're going to use that now as a loop, right? Cut off the excess as well. Why don't cut off the excess of the zip ties when you guys use it? So what you have now is a hanging planter. Yes, you do. Then you're going to put some dirt. Dirt is free, I believe. Yeah. You're going to put some dirt in this thing, right? And you're just going to keep filling up with dirt. It's 3 layers now. You remember, you have the bottom, then you have the middle portion, then you have the top portion. And then you're just going to plant some flowers in there. Yes, you are. You're going to plant your flowers. And I'm telling you, the flowers going to grow. Even if you are a brown thumb, they will grow. I'm telling you, you're going to spray, you're going to mist and all of these things. And remember that you're going to put some pretty color, pretty nice, beautiful colors. And what you think going to happen after that? Now the flowers going to bloom, and then you're going to have your own little container garden. So even if it is that you're living in an apartment, you can do this. And all you're going to need is some leftover BH paint, because BH paint is just the most versatile paint ever. You're going to need some seeds, if you want to go that route, or you can get a cutting of your mother's plants, because she is a green thumb. Plant the thing and you're good. It's just that simple. So if you were listening to me and you did not have the benefit of seeing the video and the pictures, here's what I want you to do. I want you, when you get to somewhere safe, I want you to make sure that you watch the rerun of the Dezign Studio today on Nationwide 90 FM live too. Yes. And you'll see me here. May all look nice today too. And you will get to watch this tutorial. I am telling you, it is a win-win. It is a win for you because you get to recycle, and that is your gift to the planet. Yes. And it will keep your children busy, and you will come out looking like a superhero because you're super mom. You know why you're super mom? Because you gave them something to do. All right. Stick and stay. Soon come back.
I really need my love. I need to free my mind now. I really need Jada. I need to free my love. I really need my love.
You're in the Dezign Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Design Lab Home Decor Tips and Design Trends was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
Outperform, outlast. We top performance. Jackama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-61114. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
You better stop, drop, and listen up.
For all your fire loss prevention and industrial safety needs, go to National Safety Limited. They design, install, supply, and service fire alarm and suppression systems and fire extinguishers.
They also sell PPEs, that's personal protective equipment to keep you safe on the job. Plus, they're your source for Timberland safety shoes.
Visit their website at nationalsafety.com.jm and follow them on social at National Safety Limited to find out more.
National Safety Limited. Your safety is our concern.
Time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UDC for you.
Decorate like a designer with BH Paints. The time brought to you by BH Paints is
1:51 p.m.
Original girl, you want a replica? No. Smooth in a regular degular? No. For real, I'm pretty from a cellular? No. Don't sell it hard? No.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Cause I got a chauffeur first class, how I get around the world. Just miss me with the drama, unless you come in with the commas. Oh, DJ, turn the sound up, cause we about to pour the rounds up. From Jersey to Ibiza, they say it doesn't get sweeter. Feel my body banging like speaker. Ooh, sweating on my concealer. Skin tight, no millimeter. And my face can't make them feel weaker. I don't know that my body is a healer. Ooh, I love to make it jump, 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 jump. Oh, you know I love to make it jump, 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 top, top. You know I love to make it jump, 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 jump.
Oh yeah, so you know what would Karen do, right? And this is a time when, my brain busts. And this one is a common issue this week. This one is an issue where we have small spaces. We live in small spaces. Well, lots and lots of us. Some of us live in these ginormous mansions and so on. But if that is you, then you will just acquire another skill today when you listen to the solution to the question that we have. Okay, so here it is. Dear Karen, I have a small living room with 2 walls facing each other. One is solid and the other one has a window. All right, small living room, 2 walls, one solid, the other one has a window. There are really 2 only options, here. And for placing the couch. So these are really the only 2 options for placing the couch. The challenge is that I don't want to place the couch under the window, since that would mean having my back while watching TV, and the natural light from outside would also create a glare on the screen. Sound familiar? I think there are like 6 out of 10 people, especially in the new capital over there, Portmore, who understand this problem. So this is a beautiful question. On the other hand, if I place the couch in front of the solid wall, I'd need to move the TV to the window, which would mean buying a TV stand. And I'd really prefer not to spend any more money right now, which is the better option. I'm going to read it again. I know it's a lengthy question, but we need to understand where we're coming from. We have a small space, right? She has a small living room with 2 walls facing each other. One of them is solid and the other one has a window. So, these are the only 2 options for placing the couch. The challenge is that I don't want to place the couch under the window, since that would mean having my back right to the window, and there are lots of Jamaican people on draft, right? While watching TV, and the natural light from the outside would also create a glare on the screen. On the other hand, if I place the couch in front of the solid wall, I'd need to move the TV to the window, which would mean buying a TV stand, and I really prefer not to spend any more money right now, which is the better option. All right, here's the thing. We have some options, right? So here is the issue is we're really dealing with a classic small room space, and that is like over, as I said, Portmore, and it's a nice little dilemma. But don't worry, there are some practical solutions that really don't require spending any money or just a little bit of money. So let's break down the solution first and then look at the smart options. Okay, so your goal right here is to watch TV comfortably without sitting with your back to the window, 1, dealing with the screen glare, 2, and spending no money at all. So that's the goal. That is, and in order for us to get to a solution, we have to have a goal, right? All right, fine. So option 1, couch on the solid wall, and that's the preferred option. That's the preferred option, right? You are not facing the glare. You're really not, because you know what? Your TV have curtain and blinds and all of these things. You understand me? The TV viewing is ideal. You don't have your back to the window, and it feels more open and less claustrophobic. So that's option 1, right? So, of course, with all options comes what? Yes, you guessed it, challenges. So that means that your TV would need to move to the window at the side, and you don't want to buy a new stand. So you're going to mount the TV instead of buying a stand. I understand what Karen you say. I'm not supposed to spend money. Little bit of money you can go buy a mount. You can buy the mount, right? And you're going to buy what you would call not the tilt mount, but the articulating mount. So you can pull it and position it and pull it out, tilt it up and down and all of these nice things. And you are now going to put that TV now to the right or the left of the TV stand. That way now you still get your couch and you should be on the solid wall. You have the TV there, not providing any glare, and you have the best of both worlds, right? Okay. Wall mounting costs less than a new stand. You understand what I mean? All right. Then you're going to have now your cord management. Yes. You know those unsightly cords that me cannot stand? Yes. Them something near. So you're going to have to use trunking, right? Or zip ties, tie straps. Put them all together and just make sure that. And also, on that Amazon, yeah, I'm just going to say because no gatekeeping around here. They have some cord management on Dezign. Let me just tell you something. First world, elevate your space. All right. Here we go. Option 2 now. Place the couch under the window. Now I know that you say you don't want that, but let me just tell you something. Ladies and gentlemen, the space is a space. Even though you don't want it and you don't want it, sometimes you only have 2 options. Sometimes it's only 1 option because you can't make the space do something that it cannot do unless you break out walls and do some refiguring and some restructuring and of course some construction. The space is a space. It's not magic. And although you come, and you'll say, I want this, I want this, I want this, your wish list sometimes is just not realistic. You understand me? All right, cool. So option number 2 now, with the couch is under the window, that leaves the TV in its current location, and it saves you the hassle of moving the wires or mounting anything. Here is the cons to that. You'll sit with your back to the window, and us and draft. Exactly. And the sunlight now may cause the glare. Right? So if that is what you want to do, maybe somebody else is listening to this and said, that is what I would prefer, then what you would do now is just get some blackout curtains. Dezign Diva does those, by the way. Yes, it's called the Signature Collection. And you close up the windows. Therefore, you're not dealing with glare anymore, right? And those are your solutions. So you could either do the blackout curtains, your blinds, or sheer panels. You can't do sheer panels. You have to do the sheer panels over the blinds, right? Okay. Or you know what you could do too? Use an anti-glare screen film, right? And again, that is on that superstore online and it's very inexpensive. Or you could also shift the couch slightly off center, right, under the window to avoid the direct backlighting. But we all know that what we prefer. We prefer option 1, put the couch on the solid wall. All right, here we go. Now, let me just give you a bonus alternative layout. If your room has a corner, consider a corner TV setup. Exactly, and that is where you're coming now with the articulating mount. So you're going to put that articulating mount now right in the corner, okay? And then you're going to angle it. When you set it out, then the TV is actually in that 90-degree corner. You understand? When you angle it out, that is fine. And it's a beautiful, beautiful setup, right? Okay, you're going to place the couch on the solid wall facing the corner. Yes. And what that does now, it balances the light, keep your back off of the window, right? And it really and truly, it is like a little bit of money, okay? Our final recommendations with that: place the couch on the solid wall and mount the TV under or near the window. This gives you the best layout and comfort and functionality without buying new furniture. If you can't buy the mount, then you're going to try the corner setup. If you can't do that, then you get a console, you get a dresser, you get something in your home already that you can recycle. Yes, repurpose. You can sand some stuff down, Yes, you can. And then apply some BH paint in it with a foam roller. That way you don't get any brush marks. And you are good. I hope that helps you today. Stick and stay. We're going to pause for a cause and come right back.
What Would Karen Do is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Outperform, outlast. We top performance. Jackama. Reliable, full stop, not comma. We have the expertise for drilling and demolition. We have the power tools for plumbers and electrician. Fancy select tools, 3 parts and 3 repairs. 3 parts, 3 repairs. 2 to 3 years. Hilton, available at Delta Supply, 106 Hagley Park Road. Call us at 876-302-611124. Delta Supply, we service what we sell.
Are your devices accurate? Are they calibrated? Even small errors can lead to big problems. That's why Jamaicans trust the Bureau of Standards Jamaica. From food to fuel, health to hardware, our metrology and testing division provides world-class calibration and measurement services to keep your devices precise and your business meeting global standards. Whether you're weighing goods, monitoring temperature, or relying on the accuracy of devices, we get it right every time. Our advanced equipment and experts help you move with confidence. Call 876-618-1534 or visit bsj.org.jm. The Bureau of Standards Jamaica. From lab to market, the power of precision, powering accuracy, ensuring safety.
Open an account with the Insurance Employees Cooperative Credit Union today and enjoy attractive savings products and affordable loans with low rates and minimal fees. Membership is open to employees and clients of insurance companies, building societies, and financial service entities. Visit ieccu.com or call 876-906-5362-4 in Kingston or 876-979-6516 in Montego Bay. The Insurance Employees Cooperative Credit Union, a union of possibilities.
Are your devices accurate? Are they calibrated? Even small errors can lead to big problems. That's why Jamaicans trust the Bureau of Standards Jamaica. From food to fuel, health to hardware, our metrology and testing division provides world-class calibration and measurement services to keep your devices precise and your business meeting global standards. Whether you're weighing goods, monitoring temperature, or relying on the accuracy of devices, we get it right every time. Our advanced equipment and experts help you move with confidence. Call 876-618-1534 or visit bsj.org.jm. The Bureau of Standards Jamaica. From lab to market, the power of precision, powering accuracy, ensuring safety.
Interior design is brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
You're in the Design Studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
run. Shout out to my husband, Marvel Rose, otherwise known as the Prince. Yes, honey. I'm running. I'm coming, honey. I'm coming. Let me tell you something. Ladies, let me just tell you something. Pay attention to your husband. Pay attention to your marriage. If you do not, things may kind of rip at the seams and things might go on where you don't want. You understand? Shout out to all of the positive and healthy marriages out there. All right, so now we're now into the interior design segment brought to you by none other than the BH Paint brand. So if you're listening on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, thank you so very much for listening. Thank you so very much for locking in and sticking and staying. And let me just tell you something. My best friends over there, all my cousins and all of my friends and all of my because all of them over there now are my cousins. Yeah, man, me related to every last one of them, even though we don't know them. Me and them is cousin. You understand? So everybody over there on the chat, Nationwide 90 FM live too. That's where you can find your family over so. Yes, thank you so much for sticking and staying. Thank you for locking in. And also, like up the live, please, if you don't mind. Share the show. Tell a friend to come and lock in with us on a Saturday from 1 to 3. You know the music is nice. David is here. You know, Nora, by the way, has joined us today. Can I just tell you, we are in the big leagues now because, you know, Nora. And yeah, we are just having a ball. So here's the thing now, interior design. We're talking about 2025's mid-year trending colors. We're out of the beiges. We're out of the beige and the greige and the grays and all of these things. We want little splashes of color here and there. We want lots of little, you know, personality and dopamine design. That's how we say these days. So guess what? No. Karen Booker, me, the design diva, I curated a palette. Yes, for Jamaica. And it captures the essence of Kingston. It captures the bustling city life, the blend. And what I did was to blend earthy tones with the life hues inspired by the island's natural beauty and musical heritage. You know what I did? I spent a while just going up and down Kingston, going and around the island as well, just to see exactly what colors pop up all the time. And I came up with this palette, and it was a very, very interesting study because you pay attention to these colors and subliminally they go into your psyche and into your brain. And these are the colors that resonate with you as an individual person. And you find yourself using those colors and you not even know why. Yeah. You use those colors. Now, that's a beautiful blue there. That's her name. Her name is Blue. And I said, I couldn't find a nice picture. I wanted a picture of a lady who just have a nice smile. Like Nora. You know, that kind of nice, pretty smile that just looked very, very approachable and nice. Right. And I couldn't find. I went to the market. I went to nobody not smile with me. Nobody not smile with me. None at all. And I found this lady around Huenden selling fruits and vegetables and so on and enriching the lives of everybody who pass her by not only, you know, providing them with all of these fruits and vegetables, but by her warm and loving and inviting personality. So I said, what's your name? And she says, Blue. I said, listen, Blue, I have a project. Can I take your picture? And remember, say your picture I go show all over the place, but then I go give you no money. And she said, no, man, it's no problem. Okay, so you know you have to seek permission. You can't just use people's images. So that is how you see this beautiful picture of this wonderful lady. She's my cousin too, by the way. I adopted her. Right. So she now just to me embodied the whole Jamaican spirit of love and liveliness, and I just loved it. So that's her right there. And you know, when I looked at the fruits and the vegetables, I'm like, wait a second, are the same something that when we're talking about? You know what I'm saying? So when we go about the place and we are looking at all of these colors are in the Jamaican movement, in the fabric of the society every single day. So hear this thing now. We have H0041, which is Appleton. And Appleton is like a blue. It's like a sky blue. We wake up every morning unless it's a rain. You know what you see? You see the sky, right? And it is, you know, it is a beautiful, beautiful blue. It is very, 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 I would say, soothing. Very, very, very soothing, right? And then now we have the Asian jute. You know where I got the Asian jute from? And that is H0023. Yeah, Asian jute reminded me of none other than the potatoes, Irish potato. Irish potato. Yeah. And it also had like a rich brown texture and there's color to it that reminded me of the aged rum barrels. And of course, we have the Appleton, but the Appleton is really the sky, but the aged rum barrels. You understand? And Jamaica is all about rum and coffee, don't it? Yes. All right, here we go. Andover cream now, which is the perfect cleanser palette. So what you can use that for now is your trim, your ceilings, your doors, things like that now. So therefore, it is not all of these colors coming at you, but you can cleanse your palette. All right, it's a very nice and beautiful creamy neutral. Then, my darlings, we have Sun's Rage, honey. Sun's Rage is fiery, it's hot, it's passionate, it's fantastic. And that now, it captures the vibrancy of the Jamaican sunsets and the markets. That color right there, so yes, it has some orange in there, and it also reminds me now of the red dirt, because red dirt is senti. Yeah, red dirt is bauxite. Red dirt is just red dirt. Red dirt is part of our culture. It's part of our history. It's part of our tradition. You understand? Someone don't want nobody come tell me says a political color. Stop it. It's not. All right? Okay. And then we have vapor. Yeah. We have vapor after that. And vapor again is this beautiful, beautiful color, which is a beautiful green. It is a celadon green. It nice. So it is one of those colors that you can put into your space. Because you can't put orange without green, becoming on the stay. All right. And that alone too is part of our culture and our tradition and the way we live. You understand me? Becoming a want and coming at me. Now this beautiful green now, right, is one of those colors that will just naturally blend with everything and anything. Now, here's the thing now with these colors. You can use them either as a palette in your space, because all of them will magically go with each other, or you can use them, on them by themselves. You understand what I'm saying? Okay, so here's what we can do now. We would suggest that you use the Appleton on an accent wall to create a cozy, grounded atmosphere, and complemented by the Andover cream on the adjacent walls for balance. So the Appleton, is the blue, and the Andover cream is like a yellowy, creamy color, just nice for a nursery too. Very, very nice. And as a matter of fact, know that we are having gender neutral these days in terms of the nurseries. We could use the green and the Andover cream as well in there, right? And for the kitchen now, you can use the pop of the Sun's Rage, right? Yes, man. And you can even, we can put it on the cabinetry to wake things up a little bit, but not all of it, but just one or two splashes of color, just to infuse some energy and to stimulate your appetite. Because colors that are reddish, orangish, and so you know what they do? They induce hot, passionate color. May I tell you, say we have a pic right now on the screen that is a color wash. What is a color wash? Where everything painted the same color. Now, if it's this that you want, it is absolutely beautiful. So we have all of the cabinetry. Yeah, because yes, you're going to say, Lord Jesus Christ, all that. No, because we're bold and we're disruptive around here. That's what we do. We're not ordinary. We're not so. We're not common. We're not follow fashion. We do what we do because we know who we are and whose we are. You understand what I'm saying? So yes, man. So what you have to do then, if you want to do all of your cabinetry, one color, then your walls now, you have to lighten it up a little bit. So on your walls now should be the Andover cream. Right? In your bedroom, we are suggesting that you try the vapor, yes, and pair it with the Asian jute. Now, the vapor is the greeny color. It is, let me tell you something, if it's one color that is soothing and beautiful, it is that vapor. And then you can pair it now with the Asian jute, which is the Irish potato color. The aged rum barrel color. You know what I mean? And it will give you what you want. Because your bedroom is your respite. That is where you go. It's soothing. It's relaxing. It's nice. So, you know what I'm saying? Okay. Now for outdoor colors now, right? The outdoor spaces. You can combine Sun's Rage and Appleton either on the walls or in the patio furnishings, or you decor to reflect the island's vibrant outdoor life. And let me just tell you, see, when you're choosing colors for your home and stuff, colors are not just colors just because. Colors are the way you live. Colors tell a story. Colors are like on a Friday evening when you go out and you hear the music on every street corner, wherever you know, and even coming in sometimes driving along and you see the street dance, because everybody is out there celebrating the end of the week and looking forward to the weekend. So it's dance hall culture. It is the culture of church. It's how we celebrate on Sundays, what we do. So colors, you know, like you said, water is life. Colors, my darling, are life. Stay tuned. We'll be right back. Stick and stay. Possible cause. Yes, fabulous people.
A few lifetimes ago, you were Anthony, I was Cleo. Made the world a place only we know.
Interior design was brought to you by BH Paints. Paint it, love it with BH Paints.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Korean solid surface, so versatile and beautiful. It's non-porous, no sealing necessary, renewable and repairable, so easy to clean and maintain, and can be thermoformed into any shape. Choose Korean, the #1 solid surface in the world, when you want beauty and the best for your countertop. Visit Home International Limited, located at 104 Constance Ring Road. Telephone 755-1970 or 276-6448.
Are you ready for something mega?
Spend $6,500 or more before GCT, drop your entry in the box and you could win a 2025 Hyundai Tucson. It's the Mega Wheels 2 promotion, April 5th to September 28th. Second prize, a $50,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Third prize, a $30,000 shopping spree every month for a year. Brought to you by Hyundai, Restaurant, Heineken, True Milk, Rex, Walker's Wood, Downing, CBJ Daiquiri, and Carriage's Juice Concentrate. Only at Megamart, locations island-wide. Megamart, best value by far. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming, and Lotteries Act.
It's time for a new look.
And high time to get serious about protecting our home and investment.
It's time to choose BH Paints with over 60 years experience in quality paint finishes. Their products are superior and long-lasting.
Time to check them out.
Ask about BH Paints 100% Acrylic Ultima Plus paint and primer in one. Experience rich colors with advanced UV and mildew-resistant technologies, independently tested by experts. What are you waiting for? Visit a BH Paints Color Center today.
Calling all fishermen in Jamaica. We are in the hurricane season. Weather changes are more frequent and you need your daily marine weather forecast to keep you informed of these changes. Hurry and register now with the Jamaica Fishermen Cooperative Union Limited. They will see that you get your daily marine report on time. Visit them at 44 Beechwood Avenue or call 876-968-0411. Don't delay.
You're in the Dezign studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
Kevin has joined us. You know, one little show with two engineers. That's how we're big around here now. Yes, man, we had enough things. That's how we steer. Yes, yes, yes. So, if you're listening to us on 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, welcome to you. If you're just joining the show, or even if you are new to the space, which I'm telling you, I must be living under a rock. We're in the Dezign studio with me, Karen, Dezign Diva Booker. I have some big news, by the way. I do. I have been nominated for the Posh Icon Awards, which is a Caribbean award. It's a Caribbean Posh organization, and it celebrates women. So I have been nominated for the Creative Visionary Award. Yeah, someone want Alona for please show me some love. Represent your flag, yes, and go to my Instagram page, and my Instagram page is Karen Dezign Diva Booker. So you are going to go over there, and the instructions are all there how you can vote. All right, everybody on YouTube, everybody on listening to me on Nationwide 90 FM. 90.3, 90.5, 90.7, and 90.9, or Nationwide 90 FM Alive 2. Show your girl some love. All right, here's the thing now. We are now going over to Suncoast. Hello. You remember I told you, follow the road. Follow the road. Follow the road. Every time you see them fix road, you know that something special is going on over there. So, remember me told you, it's the Suncoast. I know you have the urban center over there in St. Thomas. Follow the road. All right, so we are now going to introduce you to Suncoast Beach Club, and I hope you find it as special as we found it. All right, if you don't believe me, just sip some tea, sit back. If you didn't go to the bathroom yet, bathroom break, you're gonna have to hold it. Okay, you can't go nowhere now. But after this, remember that Dr. Altricia is here, and we're going to talk about daddy issues with abandonment issues and all of these things. So after Suncoast, you can just run to the party and then come back. But right now, you can't move. All right? Okay. Run the tape. Welcome to Suncoast Beach Club, aka Paradise. I'm not even going to tell you anything else. I just want you to follow me, and let's go inside, because let me tell you something. Inside, nice. Who doesn't like a welcoming foyer? Yes. Let me tell you something. You walk in and it hits you. The whole ambience hits you here. You walk in, okay, and the first thing that hits you is the bold artwork. Yes, it's bold, it's disruptive, and it's meant to stir you up a little bit because it has so much movement. Of course, now on the other side, the opposite wall, we have one of those framed mirrors in round, clearly, and then a beautiful statement orchid. That's all you need, simplicity, and simplicity in power. It's bold, it's disruptive. Now, there is a wall here. So the architecture in this space, let me just tell you, I want to meet this architect because, yes, he knew exactly what he was doing. And I'm going to tell you, as we unpack this apartment or this townhouse, you're going to see the little secrets, the little gems, the little inspirations that will motivate you to just try it on your own. What this wall does now is to separate the entrance foyer from your living space. You see that? Just a wall and just a partition wall, and you can do this with drywall. It's simple. Now, everybody has seen these fluted panels all over Jamaica. It is the thing to do now. It says modern, it says convenience, it's just nice, look good, right? So what they've done, they've just put it in the middle of the TV, just to give you a little bit of dimension, a little bit of texture, right? And then the flat drywall on either side. Very nice. And then now, of course, you have to have the console here to, house all your remotes, your books, anything like that, right? And then, of course, you have your nice greenery. What's awesome about this space is the lighting plan. You have to do the general light, which is the ambient light. You have to do task light, and of course, you have to do the decorative or accent light, right? So in this one space, you have all three covered just like so. Look at this. It does nothing but just look pretty and gives you ambient. So that is your 3 layers of lighting all in a nutshell in this space. You walk in and what you see here, this artwork, this graphic, this image of a powerful gentleman thinking, and you wonder what he's thinking about. It draws you in. When you look at the artwork, it is framed in black. Yes? Then you look at the ceiling fan, black. You look at the track lights, black. No, black is a very powerful color, but the fact that they are using it so much, but in little accents, means now that it does not overwhelm the space. Now, when you look at the overall color now, you think it is white, but it's actually gray. So there are two shades of gray playing on itself in here as the perfect neutral tone, as the perfect backdrop for things to come. What's the first thing you see in the dining space? The Sputnik lights. Yes? And the thing is now, Sputnik is statement. Sputnik says, look at me, I am here. Yes, I am here for all to see. So the thing is now, what they've done very expertly is to melt now the gold and the black finishes. Now, what do you think this is? This is a solid surface slab, You can make this, you certainly can. You can go to the stone yard, get one, and all you have to do is just make a base and then cut out the top. It is functional, it looks great, yes, and it is actually maintenance free. All you have to do is wipe this off. Now, on the other side, you will see the artwork, which marries well with what you saw when we just came in. So what it is now is rhythm. So this space has not only harmony, which is repeating colors, but repeating patterns, which is the rhythm in the space. And that, again, successful design. So this kitchen, and I'm talking about full service kitchen. All of us should have a kitchen like this. And let me tell you guys, it just takes a little bit of research and planning, because all this is, it is an island right here that you can definitely, do all of your prep work and so on while conversing and, talking and entertaining all of your guests. Remember, this is a beach club. So when you come home in the evening, you are thinking that you live in a country club. You're thinking that you live in a place where people vacay. Yes, meet me upstairs. Before we even go upstairs, I want to show you this. Talk about feng shui. All right, I'm just going to stay here. I want you to just take this in. Take this in. We're in St. Thomas, right? And St. Thomas is notorious for the beaches and the river rocks, the big rocks on the beach. I am sure this is where they harvested these from. But what they've done is take it a step further by backlighting it with light. So when you talk about a serious mood, talk about a mood, you walk in and this is just Zen. I would just stay here all day and just look. Yeah, because it gives me a sense of peace, a sense of serenity, which is what, the rocks do. So I just wanted to show you that. Just take it in. Yeah, man, take it in some more because it's nice. It's nice. All right. You good now? We're going to go upstairs. As I'm looking at the paint in the space, there are 3 grays in the space, There is a light gray, a medium gray, and a darker gray. And it's so expertly done. It just communicates so seamlessly that you just think that you're in a well-composed space. Thinking about composition now. This is your home office area. It's just a landing upstairs. Yes, and because post-COVID, everybody needs a home office. Voila! Here you go. Again, the artwork, very pleasing, very bold, very nice. And then look at our chairs here. It's like slipper chairs, yes, that you can just sit without arms. And the driftwood, which says beach. Yes. Look at the position of the home office. Look at the position of your desk. Look straight out. You can see the beach from here, right? We're talking about St. Thomas. This is not your grandmother's St. Thomas, this is your St. Thomas. Yes. Let's go to the primary. Welcome to my primary bedroom, darlings. Yes. What is the first thing you see besides me? Because, I know I'm blinding you right now. The artwork. So you walk in. Yes, another bold move. The artwork, but it's not in your face. It is bold. It is disruptive, but it is also very subtle. You know what I mean? So you come in and you see me, yes, but apart from that, you see the bed and you go right up to the ceiling. Yes, the trick with that is to make sure that your eye always goes up. You want to always, have your eye travel around the room because of what's in it. Yes? All right. So you walk in and you have this well-made bed. Of course, it's tufted. It is upholstered. And then the next thing that you see, of course, is the lighting. Very, very trendy right now with regard to the ceiling lights, the ceiling pendant lights on either side of the bed. But for here, we have asymmetrical design and it is on the left side of the bed, which is great. Another thing that they have done is put in the electrical switches. And on that side, you have your charging ports. Very, very nice. The finish in this space now is black. Let's talk about the architecture. Yes, honey. So you see this wall and you're thinking, oh, okay, this is your headboard wall and it's nice. But you know what it is? Again, remember downstairs where there was one wall that served the foyer and the living room. This wall now serves the primary bedroom space and then the closet. And the closet is well appointed. Yes, it is. This is a closet of all closets. And you know what it also has? LED lights right here. I'm going to show you the main thing in this bedroom now. Open concept is what we're talking about. This is an open concept primary bedroom. Look over here. Just look over there. What do you see? Yes, it is. And this is something that you see in hotels. You see in like 5-star hotels, right? Whereas the shower area is not separated then from the bedroom itself. The shower area, yes, has a soaking tub. And it's also a shower and it is nice. So when you are soaking in your tub, you get to enjoy the view outside of the mountains. Yes, this is living. And I'm telling you, Suncoast Beach Club, remember, they said beach club. So when you come, you think, okay, so you're on a resort. Can you imagine? Where you live is where others vacay. That's the mood, that's the vibe, that's the spirit. The secondary bedroom. Now, true to form, this house is open concept in every area of the space. So even in the secondary bedroom now, the current trend is to expose the closets. Yes. So, you have a challenge now of making sure that everything is neat and nice and so on. So if you don't want to open shelves, you can actually, just put, doors and things on them. But it's all open concept because we have a lot of clothes sometimes and them can't fit. So, we have a lot of spillover. It's fine. But anyway, secondary bedroom now. You know what I notice about the space? The lovely, it's not only the medley of the grays, that monochromatic scheme, but the play of the grays. The grays on the wall and the grays on the floor. The floors are the porcelain plank tile in gray, and that just sets it off. So, open concept. We have the gray, we have the touches of black, and then now we have everything else that is coming and a lot of white as well. And that is how you know that everything just plays and marries well. Remember in the primary space, we talked about this trend now of the pendant lights on either side of the bed. This is how it plays out so nicely. So now you don't necessarily have to have lamps. You just turn on your pendant lights and that is it. But then, you always want to charge your phone, and then they have charging ports within the headboard. It is so, and again, you can't make this, right? Yeah, it is out of drywall and studs, and you just spray it. Yeah, you can do it. Listen, open concept again, and that's the common thread throughout the home. Living room, bedrooms, completely open, and now the patio space completely open. And this is when I think the architect gets his or her flowers, because you come outside, regular patio, right? You get to see and experience nature and everything outside in that whole vibe. And then right next to, adjoining the patio, is your laundry center, your stackable washer dryer, your slop sink. Everything is here for your convenience. So if you're here Saturday, whenever the evenings and so on, and you are doing your laundry, it's a whole experience, honey. You sit there, you do your laundry, wash and then dry, you're good, you sip some wine, have at it. This is nice. Suncoast Beach Club, St. Thomas. This is where it is. This is the hot spot. You know what I'm saying? Let me tell you something, right? This was or is a 2-bedroom duplex. We've just toured it. Open concept in all areas. Living, dining into kitchen, and the 2 bedrooms upstairs. Totally open concept down to the downstairs patio, which is to the side of the home, and it has now an adjoining laundry center. Nothing closed off, just open, transparent living, and it is such a success. It is a nod to the architect and the architecture. Yes, so nice, and everything is just seamless. The colors on the wall, the monochromatic scheme in the infrastructure, meaning the walls, would you believe it? It's 3 shades of gray. And of course now, the floor, which is, that porcelain wood plank tile. Beautiful settings I'm talking about. So because they have done this very neutral backdrop, everything that comes off of it now pops and just comes. The black, let us not forget the black. The black we had, there are lots of black in there, but because it's so tastefully done, because we're talking about outlines of the black, it doesn't overpower you. So bold moves, disruptive moves, but it's fine. All right, guys, see you next time. Let me just tell you something. Let's just take a moment for Suncoast Beach Club. Let's just take a moment for St. Thomas. You understand? Because we're talking about the rebirth, not even the rebirth, really, the birth of St. Thomas. Making people know, say, listen, there is life over there. So as I say, follow the road. Listen now. You're going to have 1 minute. You're going to go to the party. You are going, because you're running, you're behind. You're going to go to the party. You're going to do what you got to do in there. Then you're going to come back and you're going to clean out your ears and you're going to listen. YouTubers, yes, you're going to be with us. You ask questions and so on, because Dr. Altricia is here, right? Dr. Altricia Foster. Let me just tell you something, man. This lady, she is a visionary and a global health leader. She's an equity strategist and an award-winning nonprofit founder. So we're going to tell you all about her when she comes back, and we're going to ask her. She write this book. Yeah.
For over 30 years, Chris and Charles has been financing your goals, dreams, creating your great moments. Celebrate the occasion with us. Borrow $1 million, pay less than $25,000 monthly, and get 30% off your processing fees. No guarantor needed. Call 876-920-4189 or WhatsApp 876-838-9028. Conditions apply. When you think loans, think Chris and Charles.
Reaching out to all original darkness.
Tune in to Cliff Hughes Online from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. as we celebrate fathers on June 13 at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. The Ministry of Culture, Gender, Entertainment and Sport, in association with the Bureau of Gender Affairs, will celebrate Father's Day 2025 under the theme, The Power of Presence. Fathers who make a difference. Hashtag Daddy is Home. Activities begin with a spa day on June 11 at the Ministry's Roof Terrace with Outstanding Fathers Award recipients and Ministry staff members who are fathers receiving pampering, refreshments, and games under the theme, Caring for the Caring Dad. The grand celebration is set for June 13 with the Outstanding Fathers Award ceremony, where 60 exemplary fathers will be honored at the Jamaica Pegasus Hotel. So tune in to Cliff Hughes Online, June 13 from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. Catch the live stream on our YouTube channel at Nationwide 90 FM Live 2. All this and more only on Nationwide 90 FM, the new revolution in media.
Need to make a change to your title or need a title? GeoLand Title Limited. They do lost title application, add and remove names from titles, wills, estates, first-time registration land surveys also included, affordable rates and flexible payment options. NLA adjudication and land titling waivers also available. They have 8 locations island-wide. Call 876-754-6436 or visit their website at geolandonline.com. GeoLand Title Limited. Secure your land, secure your title.
in the Dezign studio with the Design Diva, Karen Booker.
And we're back. And this is the moment that I have been waiting for I think it's about 3 weeks now that I have been waiting to speak to this lady. She's eloquent. She's beautiful. She has a PhD. So, say it's enough brains. You know what I'm saying? And she is Dr. Altricia Foster, right? She is an award-winning nonprofit founder with over 15 years of experience, and she's transformed systems and elevated underserved voices. That's why we love her. She is the president and CEO of the Cake Therapy Foundation. You may be asking me, what the heck is that, Karen? It is a groundbreaking organization that fuses therapeutic baking with mental wellness, leadership development, and social justice for girls impacted by foster care, incarceration, and displacement. She is doing God's work. And who is she? Dr. Altricia Foster. Hello, hello, hello.
Hi there. Thank you for having me.
Oh my goodness gracious. I remember the first time I saw you, you were in another brand. And I'm like, no man, may I forget her on my show now. And of course, me, I'm a little enough. So if I run her down and say, can I have your number, please? But Dr. Altricia Foster, the reason why you like stuck out to me and it resonated with my spirit is because you wrote a book that is dedicated to, I am going to tell you, a large percentage, and I'm sure you wrote the book, so therefore you have the stats of the percentage of women that this particular condition, affects. And it is the name of the book, ladies and gentlemen, is called, the title is Lessons I Never Learned from My Father. And she has encapsulated all of the daddy issues, the abandonment issues, and all of this. So, Dr. Altricia, what inspired you to write this book?
Yeah. Hi, everyone. Again, thank you so much for having me here. I think this book was kind of a closing of the loop for me, because my first book I introduced my father in my first book, which is Cake Therapy, How Baking Changed My Life. And I left it open because at that point I hadn't forgiven him yet. So this book, this book was kind of birthed out of my own healing journey. Everybody's protecting their peace. I chose to protect my peace away from him because I realized when I wrote my first book is that I really wasn't protected then. I still had him up. I was in my feelings. So not realizing how much. How he had shaped my identity, his absence shaped my identity, my choices, and even my own personal self-worth. So I think writing was a way to process that for me, to heal and to give a voice to the experiences that I had. So I really wanted to tell my truth. I wanted to tell my truth completely and talk about what the absence really felt like, but also show that healing was possible that I was on a healing journey. Okay, so that was fully loaded because we are going off the assumption now, and we're going to unpack this because all of that right now, we're going to just dig a little deeper. So we're assuming now that this was an absentee father or is that so? Yeah, man. Okay, so my father was not in my life, at all. Right. Mm-hmm. And we also have to, from what you just said, you have to get out of your feelings and you have to put on those big girl underwear and you have to forgive and you have to go through all of that. So, right. So tell me a little bit about your childhood. I was raised in Golden River, above St. Catherine, with my single mother, Lorna. My father, he met me on day one and he gave me $2 at the time. And then my mother never saw him again until she saw him maybe 19 years later in a Scotia bank in Spanish Town. And, when I met him, he thought I was the First National Bank, that I was his now savior. So, yeah, man. So, he was in my life for maybe, I would say 6 months, because after that, I realized who he was and just completely cut him off, shut him out, and just move on with my life. So even when he was on his deathbed, he's now deceased, and he asked for my presence. I just didn't go because, I was in my feelings then. You're in your feelings, yes. Yeah.
So let me ask you this now. All right, because I know I have a father as well who chose not to have the benefit of myself in his life because he disappeared as well, right? And that I believe that was the order of the day then. Let them just disappear and go and have another family and the whole 9 yards. And and also it was accepted, right?
Yeah.
How was it growing up for you without your dad in your life and dealing with a single mother?
Then it was good in a sense that my mother did everything, everything to shield and protect me, right?
Yes.
She only had a high school education, so she was cleaning people's houses. She was doing all sorts of things, to provide for my brother and I.
Right.
But she made it work. She believed that I was someone. She saw who I was long before I even saw it myself.
Wow.
And she put everything in place because, she told me she wanted me to go to Campion and she made it happen. So even when I was going to Campion, hungry, broke, poor, desolate, I was destitute. She really, helped me stay grounded and focused.
And you are, I'm going to say, a success story because even though you have the polar opposites where you have the father who chose not to show up and then you have the mother who is doing everything that she possibly could to make sure that her daughter makes it out. Now, the thing about it is now what I'm going to ask you. Even though your mother is doing everything on her end and she's doing the best that she could, there is still some little self-esteem issues and value issues and so on. Do you think that the lack of your dad in your life, contributed to that?
Oh, absolutely. My entire socialization taught me that my father should have been here. So all of a sudden I start asking myself questions like, what was it about me, Did you see my little chubby face on that day and he didn't want to? I asked questions like, why is it that I'm only stuck with a parent? And why is it that my mom had to work so hard? So for me, I used to struggle with even relationships because of that, because I'm like, I'm almost sure that this person is going to walk away and walk out of my life, be it male or female. So I did struggle with those issues, yes.
Self-sabotage sometimes, like you're this close and then you feel like you're not really deserving of the love. So therefore you kind of do something that just smash
always running.
Always running because you don't believe. You don't believe.
And I don't trust.
And you don't trust. So as we are in Men's Month and as Father's Day is coming up and so on, I just feel that this topic we had to unpack it somehow, and it's not like we can unpack all of it now. So you have to promise me to come back. And but I do feel that fathers are doing a little better these days. They're more informed because as you are growing up now as a little girl, going into teenagehood. Right. And how did the absence of your dad affect you now in Campion? Everybody knows Campion. Everybody knows what's happening there. What happened there?
I think my self-esteem was shattered. I saw all my friends, well, not all my friends, but most of my friends are from two-parent households, right? So their fathers were in their lives. Because, you can have your father in a household, but he's still not present.
And absentee, of course. Emotional absence. Yeah.
Exactly. So I'm not making any assumptions about, how my colleagues or my cohort, their relationships with their dad. All I'm saying for me, it was a struggle because I know I was hungry. I know I was sweating on the bus. I know I was feeling who was squeezing me up on the bus as I was on the bus going to Spanish Town. And I saw my friends. In my head, I'm like, man, if I had a father in my life, there was people who would defend me when things were happening to me.
Yeah.
So it's like I started to compare. So it really did a number on my own self-esteem, my self-worth, and just who I am as an individual. I became an overachiever. I had to be constantly doing to prove that I'm winning.
To prove.
Yeah.
That's it. Because women like us, and you say, and ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, divas and dons who are listening to us today, understand that we bring truth here. We're credible. We're authentic. You know what I'm saying? And then it's raw. It gets raw, so we're not hiding behind anything. We're not saying, because we do become the overachiever to prove that, hey, listen, I'm worthy of your love. And we do all the little dog and pony shows just to say, okay, see me over here in the corner. And then when we get the attention, we sabotage it.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I'm winning,
Yeah. Yeah. And then we sabotage because we don't feel that we deserve the love and we deserve these things. So if you can now flip it for me, right? Tell me how women, little girls going into puberty, going into adolescence, going into young adulthood, what can the parents, the single mothers do to kind of turn this around a little bit just to, assist us?
Yeah. I would say to single mothers, it's just to stay the course. Just keep reminding your girl, or just keep, emphasizing to your girl that not because this person decides to walk out of your life means that you're not lovable. This is the story I told myself, like, girl, you're lovable, not because someone choose not to love you. Your destiny and your healing is not tied to anybody. Right. Be it a man or a woman, and especially to a man or a woman who's leaving you.
Yes.
So I would say just keep reminding your girl that, that she's a winner, or your boy. I don't want the world to think that boys don't have the issues that I had, but I'm only speaking from Altricia's lens here, and Altricia's lens as a female. But I think you just need to keep encouraging your girl. It's okay. I love you. I am here. And encourage her to see that there are others out there who appreciates her and who loves her equally.
How does she know? So talk to the little girl now. I want you to talk to the little girl who is going through this now. And then I want to talk to the little girl in all of us adult women who are still facing those demons as a little girl. You understand? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm going to speak to the little girl who are adults now, because I can speak from that perspective a little bit more easily as I'm going through my own personal journey. I would say start telling yourself the truth. I said, don't minimize, don't make excuses, acknowledge your pain, but also give yourself grace. The healing is just not linear, and it's okay to ask for support as you go along the way. So that's to the big girls, because they can understand that.
Right.
To the little girls, I'd say your journey is going to be one filled with many questions, like numerous questions. And some of the answers you won't find until you get older. But believe me, it gets better. You have to listen to your mother, that she's been there. She sees you. She knows what you're going through. And she's seeing who you're ultimately going to become, and she's trying to nurture that. I'd say just keep trusting the process, because it is a process. It seems hard. And I'm saying this because I have gone through the process, and I too have overcome. I could just say, just stay the course. It's going to be okay.
It's going to be okay. Do you think we have to wrap up? But listen, I'm not going to rush this interview and say, oh my God, you're going to, no, because you have to come back next week. And we're going to talk up some more things. So guys, I know that we are extremely, we engaged in this interview. That's why we're not going to rush it, and we're not going to, oh my God, you're gone. And there's so many questions that we want to ask. So YouTubers, I want you to keep your questions for next week, when we're going to speak to Dr. Altricia again. But I want you to know, unpack how forgiveness plays a really, really important role in not just for the person, but for yourself.
That's good. I would say that forgiveness wasn't about letting my father off the hook. I just let the guy rest in peace. I think it was more about freeing my own self. I was carrying around anger, resentment, and I think that ultimately was weighing me down as an individual, as a person. I was dark, I was callous, I was cold.
Wow.
So I think forgiveness allowed me to release that weight, and because I want to move forward, it's allowing me to move forward.
Okay. What's the name of the book?
The book is Lessons I Never Learned from My Father.
And where do we get it?
We can find it on Amazon.com right now.
Right now. Is it Is it anywhere local that we can just go and pick up a copy?
No, it's not. But if someone wants to carry it, I'm here.
Oh, you're here.
Just let me
Exactly.
know.
Okay, so you're here. Where are you, darling? How can we get to you?
You can find me at altriciafoster.com. You can find me at thecaketherapyfoundation.org. You can find us on social media. We're at the Cake Therapy Foundation. And Sugar Spoon Desserts, it's my dessert baking brand.
Okay, so next week when you come back, we're going to get into, because honestly, I never made that correlation between baking and mental health. Like seriously, you know, you have food and mental health and painting and mental health and things. Well, baking and mental health?
Yeah, because it falls under food.
It falls under, no, but you know, like the cooking. I just want, okay. I hear you. I totally hear you. So thank you so very much for joining us today. You have enriched the lives of many, many people listening. I am sure that you have touched some nerves and you've sparked some conversations. And we have opened up some wounds that really need healing. But guys, you have to start someplace, because if you don't start, the self-sabotaging habits, the self-defeating ways, the toxic relationships, they're not going to heal.
Yeah, them not going to heal.
Them just not going to heal.
Yeah.
Thank you so very much, Dr. Altricia Foster, and I'll see you next week.
Thank you for having me.
Oh, so not an issue. All right, guys, guess what? Now, again, Lord have mercy, we come to the end of our beautiful, beautiful show. We have to give thanks, of course, to Jareen Campbell, and Jareen Campbell is our producer, and she is assisted this week by the one and only Nora, of course. And, of course, we have our videographer and editor, Nigel Austin. And Nigel Austin is the video. Yeah, Suncoast that you guys just saw. It's all about Nigel there. And our in-studio engineers, David McNeish and Kevin Williams. Yeah. You see the whole vibe for the show? That's them. And our driver, of course, is Kimarley Rowe. So I really, really hope that you really enjoyed and this Decor radio show of ours. It's the only show of its kind, by the way. So we need you. So just in case that you are new to the space and you're just catching the last 5 minutes, we do decor over here. We do lifestyle over here. We also have fabulous, engaging, interesting, and credible, and authentic, and innovative guests every Saturday at 2:30, where I get to ask them these real deep questions and they answer with authenticity and honesty and a rawness that is second to none. So we hope you've really enjoyed the journey through the world of interior design and, of course, lifestyle insights and, the ideas to enhance your living spaces. So remember now, your home is a reflection of your personality and your style. So embrace your creativity and make it truly yours. Join us again next week when we continue to bring you tips. We bring you experts. We bring you trends. We bring you inspiration. So until then, and next week we're going to have social media. So it's going to be a live show. And we're going to have Dr. Altricia back. Marigold, thanks for coming. Annie, thanks for coming. Of course, SH, yes, thank you so very much for being on the live. Errol Townsend. I can't call everybody, but everybody. David Nabar, he's always. Kevin Galloway, hello, how you doing? And so many more people. Marvelous Marvin, thank you so very much for joining us, sticking and staying. And thank you to everybody on 90.3, 5, 7, and 9. Up next, is who coming? My girl. The one and only, the vivacious, the wonderful, the beautiful Miss Pepita. Outside with Pepita is next, of course, with DJ Jerome. And we are going to enjoy the vibe for another 2 hours. Until next week, I'm out.
account with the Insurance Employees Cooperative Credit Union today and enjoy attractive savings products and affordable loans with low rates and minimal fees. Membership is open to employees and clients of insurance companies, building societies, and financial service entities. Visit IE